Hey everyone, welcome back to episode 2, Life of Gabe. I'm Sam Vincent, brother of Gabe, and with me is Faustio DiBauda.
Thank you, Sam. Yes,
That's
Faustio
right, I got it
DiBauda.
right.
That's right, the one and only. That's
Yes.
correct.
We shot a scene that involves Faustino and my brother. But before we get into that, I just want to ask you, because Gabe and you were on Once Upon a Time together for how many seasons? I don't know.
7 years.
7 years.
Yeah.
7 years together.
Yeah.
And during that time, you developed quite a friendship.
We did.
Can you recall the first time you ever met Gabe?
I do.
I would like. I don't even know this story.
You don't know
I'd
the
like to
story?
hear-
Okay.
No,
well,
I'd like to know
it was
how
interesting.
That
That
all
was the first time I kind of met up with all, I guess, my dwarf brethrens,
Yeah.
except Lee. We were at North Shore Studios, and I thought this was a callback, but apparently it wasn't, because I come in there and I saw Doc and I saw Gabe there, and I saw Meg, and I'm kind of thinking to myself, oh, and I say, so what are you here for? I'm thinking, like, they here for Sleepy? No, I'm Sneezy, and I says, okay, and then, oh, and I'm Bashful. Oh, okay, so maybe they're just testing the group to see how they are. Okay, maybe that's it. I don't know, right? And that's the first time I met him, actually. Yeah.
Any first impressions or?
I just right away I got that. It's funny because I remember at the time, Jeannie Goodwin, she asked, she says, which one of you guys is the most talented, right? And I'm one of these non-partial kind of guys, so I just sat there and said, okay, I'll get back to you on that, right? and we went out for, lunch one day, and I'm just sitting there and I'm listening, and I'm kind of thinking to myself, I come back to her and I said, Gabe, hands down, right?
Wow.
Yeah, because he's just, the guy is the most talented. He always was, for sure.
Wow.
There's something about him. He comes into a room, guys like all over, you grew up with him.
Yeah.
He's Gabe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So during this time, building up the friendship, getting to know each other, the times on set, off a set, I've seen all the photos, on Gabe's iTouch and iPhone, just all the memories you guys had together hanging out. It seems like there was a lot of fun that you guys had together.
Oh, yeah.
And the scene that we were doing, that we shot, kind of reflects on how you guys were there for each other in the ups and downs, and even for yourself. I know that we've all gone through difficult times in our lives, and I know that you had your own challenges too, and that Gabe was, helping you kind of get out of the doldrums of a certain period of your life, and was encouraging you. Mm-hmm. And you were also there for him when he had some struggles in his life.
We all go through it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just you put yourself in these dark places, and we don't need to be there, but we're there, right? Mm-hmm. And when we're there, hopefully you have friends that can help you get through it. And Gabe was one of those friends. And when he was going through his struggles, I was there for him as well.
I remember that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was good. So what we're gonna create, the scene that we shot is it's one of my favorite scenes that we shot, just because of the mixture of different things that we created in this scene, from dealing with heavy subject matter to well, I don't even want to give away too much.
It was a roller coaster ride.
It was
yeah.
fun. So we and we were gonna watch it, and then we'll talk about it after.
Sure. It's not just a sweater, it's a magical sweater. It's not just a sweater, it's a magical sweater. It's not just a sweater, it's a magical sweater. Gabe. 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 Buddy, you home? Gabe.
He's on a mat.
What's going on, buddy?
Hey, Fausty.
This place is a mess. Oh, did you like been out drinking last night or what? I mean, you look like you've been sleeping. I was talking to Dor and he says that you missed a couple of those auditions the other day. What's going on?
Can't do it.
You can't do it. What can't you do? I mean, you've been doing this your whole life. What do you mean you can't do it?
I want to be here.
Well, I wouldn't want to be here either. This place is a shambles. It stinks like ass in here.
I don't want to be here anywhere anymore.
What do you mean you don't want to be here anywhere? What?
I don't want to be anywhere.
What do you mean? That's stupid talk. You know it's stupid talk. You don't want to be here. You're here. Don't talk like that. Be here.
Fausty, stop it. Jesus, stop, Fausty. It's not enough of the ugly crying, please. I can't look at that face. Stop it, man. Jesus. Here. Here. I'm gonna take a shower. Okay?
Get in the shower, yeah.
Make some coffee.
Okay.
I know.
Coffee's on the counter over there.
Thanks.
You bet.
Yeah. That's like a week old.
Good.
What the fuck are you wearing?
Ah, it's for my audition. Christmas Hallmark. Huh?
Yeah. It's nice.
Yeah. I thought so.
When's your audition?
15 minutes.
Shouldn't you be going?
Yeah.
Hey, Fausty.
Yeah?
Thanks, man.
For what?
Yeah.
You bet, bro.
This place is a fucking mess.
This needs a little fresh up, you know?
Yeah.
Maybe open up the windows, get some fresh air.
Yeah, I get it, Fausty. I get it.
Yeah. Pizza's good, man.
Yeah, it's all yours. Can you turn that off, please?
Oh, sure. Yeah.
So, a funny thing about that sweater that we got you to wear.
Yeah.
can't remember. I think Andrew, we had this idea that we wanted you to have this ridiculous
There's a story, isn't
Christmas
Yeah.
sweater that lit up. And Andrew actually found a guy on Craigslist who was selling this thing, and it was like, it was, I think we were shooting this in maybe early September or something. So anyway,
Yeah,
finds a guy.
it wasn't Christmas.
Finds a guy on
sure.
Craigslist.
Yeah.
We drive up in my car, and Andrew's kind of like waving the guy out the window, like, you know, like, yo, it's me. And so this guy's coming up and sees two guys in a car, and like, we're doing the deal. It's like,
Yeah.
so it was $20 for the sweater. And he's like looking at us going like, why are these two guys? Anyway, he probably didn't want to know, so we explained to him that we're shooting something. He's like, oh, okay.
It was a nice touch.
Yeah, it was.
Nice.
And then when we got you, what was your first impression? This is what you're gonna wear, because we didn't really tell you exactly what we were gonna do with the scene. We knew that it was gonna be
Yeah.
you coming over to find. We wanted to talk about the stage in Gabe's life when he was going through a tough time, and
Yeah.
you just coming by the house to say, pop in, say hello,
Right.
and see what's going on, because you
Yeah.
haven't heard from him in a while.
Yeah.
And then, what did you think when you threw the sweater on you?
I thought that was the star of the show right there. You know, you didn't have to do much. That was a really great day. We started from zero to something at the end of the day, which is certainly something else.
Well, yeah, I think we went through a whole kind of roller coaster of things there, where we wanted to really start off with something quite serious, where
I had no clue what was going
yeah,
on.
and we
I just walked in.
It was
and said,
mostly
what do you guys want?
We
right?
kind of improv the whole scene,
Yeah.
but we knew our little points that we wanted to hit.
Yeah.
And you did a great job. You just kind of went with the thing. We wanted you to. We really wanted to get you to a place where you were so upset that you got into the ugly cry, which was great. You got there, and it was so hilarious, but serious. But it was, and then. Gabe, the great thing about that one scene where I come out of the shower and you're there just munching on the pizza, and it was like, let's just let this breathe for like, let's just see where this goes, and it was just, and that's what I loved about that scene, was like the silence
Yeah.
of two friends who've known each other for a long time, and there was like this kind of quiet experience between the both of them, and you're just loving that, digging that pizza, and I just loved playing that out, because is how far can we take this thing, and
Yeah.
it was a good day.
It was a good day. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we had conversations similar to that, Gabe and I, during those times. It's, sometimes you just have to talk about what you got to talk about,
Yeah.
So it's good. It's good. Brought back some memories for sure.
Yeah, that's good. And actually, there's a couple little Easter egg things in that scene. Is that the coffee cup that I was drinking out of there's actually a picture of Gabe on there. It was during Halloween, where Gabe and I and the family were all. Gabe was dressed up as a biker, like a skull biker, and then there's a picture on the back table, which is of our father, who passed away
I saw that
4 years ago, and we just wanted to pay homage to him on the table with a little candle lit for him. So there's a couple little details that we put on in the scene to just add that extra little layer of meaning for us.
And it's interesting, because when I saw that, I just lending it back to the scene, and I know how Gabe and how his dad was. They're really close. You guys were close, really, for
Yeah.
sure. And when he passed away, it was a tough time for him.
Yeah, it was a very difficult time. I
Yeah.
think that, our father passing away, relatively early due to an illness, really impacted Gabe, and he, he felt that it was somehow unfair and unjust, which it always does feel that way. And he struggled that. And, I think it brought into perspective his own mortality as well, and he, in the past year before he passed, he was really thinking about that, his own mortality.
He talked about it quite a bit. We
Yeah.
did talk about it quite a bit.
Yeah.
And he was emotional about it, for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. In the end, sure. It's acting. It's all make believe, right? But you make it real for what you. In the end, when I'm thinking about Gabe, those are real tears. I miss him. you know?
Yeah.
Miss him.
Yeah. But
Yeah, you can't make that shit up.
no,
No.
no. And it was good pizza.
The pizza was really good, man. I liked that. That place is, what's it called, La Pache or something?
La Pache on
Yeah,
commercial.
there,
They
that's
do a
good.
good slice, a
Yeah.
good slice. So this scene wasn't scripted at all, and you were kind of brought in, kind of, you know, willing to just say, okay, we're going to go somewhere with this and this. So knowing that you and Gabe have had similar, you know, talks in the past, and then bringing that into this scene, how did you, what was the experience like for you, not having to rely on the script, but just kind of...
It was freedom.
Yeah.
Because there wasn't anything binding us to a certain, like a script is very, it's a script. It's very binding. It's to the, you know, to the point. You're taking someone else's ideas and making it truthful, right? So in this case here, it was the idea, which we discussed, and then taking it to what just materialized. So how it materialized was very freeing. It was, I just take situations where Gabe and we spoke, and sure, you can go back and you can think about them like that, but in the end, if you just keep your, in my case, the focus on Gabe, then there's no lie in it, right? It's all truthful, right? I mean, we just took things and we made it roll, you know, and there was no censoring, which was really, that's the ticket right there, you know, when we start playing the game of deciding what works and what doesn't, right, and just letting it just sort of spill out and let it happen, you get some beautiful little nuggets, you know? Yeah.
Cool. All right, well, Fausti, thanks for coming out, talking about Gabe and your experience on that scene. I hope you guys enjoyed that scene. And stay tuned for episode 3 and 4, actually. We're going to have Jason Burkhart coming out to talk to us about the scene that we shot. Actually, the first time I donned on the outfit of Gabe and went out there and experimented with him, and how it felt to be Gabe for the first time ever, and how we improvised a scene and, you know, shot it outside near some of the studios where we work, and our experience doing that. And then we're also going to speak with Tiana Stoddard, who's someone who Gabe met, and she plays Gabe's fictional love interest in an episode where we delve into the romantic side of Gabe. So hope you come back and watch those episodes with us. Thanks for tuning in.